Hi guys, and welcome to Matt Bayeski YouTube channel. Today is an amazing day for me to share with you something that may seem little hocus pocus and may seem a little bit OTT. A lot of you love the self-help videos, but a lot of you don't know that I've done many unusual and different things along this journey, which I call magical. And because a lot of us don't have the time to be able to experience that magic because of one thing or another, children, work, bills, all the things, then it's very difficult to get into that magic energy. Whereas I've done it because I decided to basically sell everything and start a new life. And this life is here in the Pure Energy Healing Academy up on a mountain. And basically, over the years, I've been working on what's called a little bit of controversial work, which is psychic work. And soon as anybody hears the word psychic, they run a mile and say, what a load of rubbish. And in truth, there is a lot of people who claim to be able to do things that they can't, and that's because of ego or money and one thing or another. But there is magic out there, and certain practices, certain things that we can do can make a very, very profound difference in our life. So I'm going to explain one thing that hits back at home when I remember I went back to the UK to visit a friend of mine. And I don't know if I've ever told you this story, but it was a profound effect to the start of my work in this field of work of what's called cutting cords. And what happened was my friend was going through a really difficult time with her sister-in-law, and she was at her tether, or should I say she was exhausted with it all, and I could see the suffering that she was going through. And I said to her, why don't we try something? And she said, what? And I said, it's called cutting cords. And it's an expression, okay? The cords aren't there, but they are. What do you mean, Mark? Well, whenever you think of somebody, instantly you imagine yourself a cord, a telephone wire, a wire running straight to that person so they connect to that. It's a cord, but it's invisible cord, but it's energy. We are all psychic, we are all empaths, and we are all intuitive psychics. So there's been many a times that you have thought of somebody and all of a sudden they've rung you, or you've thought of somebody out of nowhere and then you bump into them. That is what I call a connection of a cord. So it's round here. Imagine it's round here because your thoughts are round here, and it's heading its way to wherever you are manifesting that thought. So it could be of your children, it could be of your lover, it could be of your best friend, it could be of somebody who you really don't like, who's causing you issue and ill health and problems and all sorts of things. So the cutting of cords are not just because you can't stand somebody, it's because maybe that you think of them so much you're worried about them. So this thing, what we're going to do now, this practice, what we're going to do now, is going to help you become stronger than your worry and fear of whatever you're thinking about somebody else. So whether it's because you just don't want to think about that person anymore because it upsets you, whether you feel like this person is thinking about you and is angry with you and you don't want that feeling, we're going to do something now that really works. And I remember doing it on my friend, and I cut the cords, and the following day she said, I can't believe this, Mark. And I said, what? She says, I haven't had a single thought, and I've had no telephone conversations, and it went on like that for like a month, nothing. So I was really taken aback by that, and I thought, there's something in this. And thus my journey started with cutting cords, and I went through a period of doing that quite a lot for a good few years, right until I stopped really. It was really interesting, and the effects on that is wonderful. The cords aren't always here, by the way. The cords can be like an umbilical cord, which is right in your belly button, towards your child, because sometimes we have that cord that's always there, and sometimes it's healthy to cut that cord and allow your children to be who they're meant to be, and let them free and let them find their peace, because sometimes we can cause an issue because of our worry towards them. So let's do this, right? Okay. So what I normally tend to do is find myself a nice peaceful place where I'm not interrupted at all. So my academy is perfect. So I'll find myself in a good comfortable position where I'm not in any pain and not uncomfortable. That's very important because we're going to another place now, a different energy level. So we need to feel our peace. What I tend to do then is go to my oils, and I will choose between one of the three oils that I work with, which is either this one, or the other one. And I'm going straight to cleansing. So I'm going to go to my cleansing oil. Okay, you only need a few drops. Okay, you can use any oil that you want. Okay, you don't have to go on my website and buy everything. Just get some oil. Normally an oil that makes you feel happy, and an oil that makes you feel strong, and that's what you want to be smelling. So this is Palo Santo oil, okay? Very strong, very powerful. And if you take it and rub it just where your third eye is, they call this the third eye, but some believe that your third eye can go as low as the middle of your nose. So just rub it like that, so you're covering all bases, just in case you think you're going to get it wrong, okay? And that's how I do it. So now it's like that. So the rest of the oil, rub your hands together, okay? And then about 10 deep breaths through your nose. You're going to breathe in this oil, okay? Blow out through your mouth. Take your time, no rush. And once you've done that 10 times and you're finding your peace, relax your hands down. Now, we need to be focused on the person that we need to cut the cords with. We never, ever do it with anger, resentment, bitterness, and pain or suffering. We do it for the higher good of both of us because we care and love for that person also. Whether they do wrong or bad things is irrelevant to what you're about to do, because you will ruin it if you bring in any negativity. So, what you may think is your worst enemy is somebody that you want to send them love and healing. That makes you stronger, and you see them happy and well, because if they are happy and well, they'll leave you alone. If it's your child, you see your child happy. Okay, so here we go. The secret lies when I do this work is that the person that I'm looking at is in front of me right now, just like I am in front of you. So close your eyes and see that person who you either love or you want to wave goodbye to. See them in front of you now. Now, see this invisible cord from your third eye to theirs. Doesn't matter what colour it is, whether it's purple, blue, red, just see the cord connecting to you both now. Look at it, feel it running through you. Running through. I know who I'm seeing now. I'm doing just what you're doing. Now, when you're ready, I want you to take both hands and use them as a chopper, an axe, and you're going to follow what I do now. So if you just open your eyes now and just watch. Cut the cord, cut the cord, keep cutting, don't stop, just keep cutting, and say the words, I send you away with love, I send you away with love. Okay. Now stop, put your hands down, watch the cord disappear, and watch the person wave goodbye and walk away, and smile and wave to them, whether you do it in a physical way or you see them in your third eye and you wave goodbye and smile and wish them well along their journey. Now finish off with a prayer in any way you want and say thank you and wish them good luck. Now open your eyes. To a lot of people today may seem really crazy, because a lot of people out there has seen Mark who talks about uplifting positivity, and this is a little bit way too much. This, dear friends, is what I call reality and you would call fantasy. I've worked in this field of work over a decade, and I've seen miracles happen because of things like this. Just because you've never done it before, and just because you think it's all a little bit strange and crazy, it doesn't mean that it doesn't work. It does work. It works every time. If your intention is true and you really believe in what you're doing at that given moment, it will work. It always works, and it's always worked for me on my clients. That's why I had so many repeat clients coming. And let me tell you something, if it didn't work, there is no way I would do it again. Not a chance. It has to work for me. And if it does, then I will continue to do it. So I've done it 13 years. So there is something in this. And I know it. I know it to be real because of the messages that I get back from my clients after they've been here. So not only is cleansing with sage amazing, not only is psychic work absolutely amazing at times, not only is the healing work when you touch somebody and allow the energy to go through life-changing, but there are so many little things that you can do to create a new life and to create a new way to live and heal and to grow stronger, not just physically but emotionally as well as intuitively. All of these things work, but if you are in the belief system that all you've ever known in life is eating, drinking, sleeping and working, then there's nothing I can do. The only way you can actually ever truly understand this field of work is if you're able to let go of your past and the way we've been brought up to believe that there is no such thing as magic. It's only in fairy tales. It's only in Hollywood movies. It isn't, dear friends. Magic is all around you every single day. And the little things that you do to create that magic is the most profound part of your journey of life. You have to start somewhere. And maybe today you might start with this and give it a try and see what happens. The secret, I always say, is your intention has to be real. Create it, make it real. Do it with the fullest trust that it will work. And it does work. It isn't a secret. It is there for you to do. It's there for you to try. Give it a go today. So from my heart to yours, have a great day, guys. I'll leave a link at the bottom there if you want to try one of my oils. But you can just go anywhere and pick up an oil and use that. So have a great day, guys. I hope you enjoyed this little self-help video, which is a touch of magic. And if you believe in it, then well done you. Well done for believing in the magic. I think one of the reasons why we're here is to believe again, to bring that magic back. As children we were. We knew it was real. We know it's real as children. We just get it beat out of us by a system. So it's time we bring our magic back. Be the most amazing soul that you already are. From my heart to yours, have a beautiful day.